Hello those, welcome to my channel French with Deepika. So this is part 2 of lesson 3. So let's get started. So this is part 2 of lesson 3, La journée de Madame Lavigne, Mrs. Lavigne's day. Okay, so in this part we are going to talk about time. Okay, how to see the clock, how to answer when someone asks you about the time and how to respond it. Okay. So before we move on to time, let's discuss the counting 1 to 100. Okay. So this is les nombres français de 1 à 100. That means the French numbers from 1 to 100. From 1 to 100. So basically we have to revise the numbers to understand the clock or the time better. Okay. First is second is deux, trois, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 et 10. Okay, so we all know 1 to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 et 10. Okay, now 11 is your 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now after says there is no specific term for 17. So how you have to write 17 as 10 plus 7. It makes 17. So your 10 is D and your 7 is Seth. So your 17 is D Seth. Okay. So this is how you have to write 17. That is 10 plus 7, which is D Seth. So when you are writing D Seth, okay, there are two numbers, so you have to put a hyphen. So this hyphen is important. Okay, so you have to put this. Now 18 is again 10 plus 8, which is D, and then 8 is with. So D with. Okay, then D nuff, and 20 is va. Okay, 20 is va, V-I-N-G-T. Okay, so these you have to learn it. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Okay, so now comes your 21. Okay, so 21, how you are supposed to write? It is 20 plus 1, which is 21. So for 20, you are going to write where and then hyphen, and for 1, it is okay. But whenever you are writing 21 or 31, 41, 51, so on, so you are not supposed to put hyphen over there. You are supposed to write et, which is and. So 20 and 1, which is 21. Only for 21, 31, not 22. Okay. So for 21, 31, 41, 51, you are going to write 21. So when you are going to pronounce it, it is 21. Okay, 21 is 21. Okay, so in place of hyphen, you have to write et, which is and. It means and. 20 and 1. It is 21. Okay, so 21. Okay, now from 22, it is 20 and then 2, and in between you have to put a hyphen. So when the, when 3, when 4, when 5, when 6, when 7, when 8, when 9, and then for 30 it is 30. Okay, for 30 there is a term which is called 30. Okay, so got it? For 21 you have to write and, et, and for rest of the numbers you have to write hyphen. You have to put hyphen. 20 plus 2, which is 22, 23, 24, 25, and so on. Okay, so 30 is your 30. Now again, what is the rule? As for 21, it is the same. 30, then et and 1. So 31. 31. Okay, so 31 is 31. So you have to remember this 30, and then you can continue writing the numbers like 2, 3, 4, which you have already learned. Okay, so 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and for 40 it is 40. Okay, for 40 it is 40. Q-U-A-R-A-N-T-E. 40. Okay, 40. Got it? Okay, now comes your 41. So same rule, 40 plus 1, 41. So in place of hyphen you have to put and you have to write et. Okay, so 41, 41. Then continue writing in the same way. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and then 50, which is 50. Okay, so 50 is your 50. Got it? Now for 50, again 51, same rule, 50 and 1. So 50 and 1, which is your 51. Okay, so 51. So you basically have to remember like 1 to 20, then 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on. So in this way you can learn complete 1 to 100 numbers. Okay, so 50 you already know, then write 2. So 50 hyphen the, which is 50 the, 52, 53, 54, 55, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. And then for 60 it is 60. Okay, now after 60 it is 61. Again the same rule, 60 and 1, it's 61. 61, 61. Okay, then 62, 62, 63, 63, 64, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Okay, so till 69 all good. Okay, easy. Now for 70, there is no such word like in English or in maths we do 70. Okay, so there is no such term for 70. So now how you have to write it in French? It is 60 plus 10 makes 70. Okay, so your 60 is 60. Okay, and your 10 is D. Okay, so 60 plus 10 is 70. That's how you write 70 in French. 70. Okay, till here it is okay? Fine. Now for 71. For 71 we are not going to write like this. Okay, this is not the rule. 60 plus 10 plus 1 we are not going to write like this. So it will be 60 plus 11. Okay, so your 60 is 60. Okay, then and then for 11 it is ons. Okay, so 60 et ons, it makes your 71. Okay, so this you have to remember. Don't write like 70 and then plus 1. It will be wrong. You cannot write 60 these et un. No, it will be 60 plus 11. 60 et ons. So now your 11, 12, 13 counting will continue. So 72, 73, 60 plus 13. 60 plus 13 is your 73. 74, 60 plus 14 is your 74. Okay, 74, 75, 76, 60. Now what is 17? 17. So 77. 77. That's how you write your 70. Okay. So 77 is your 77. 78, 79. Okay. 79. Now comes the tricky one, which is your 80. So what is your 80? It is 4 times 20. It is 4 times 20 makes 80. Okay, so 4 is your 4. Okay, hyphen 20 is your 20. But here in this case it is 4 times 20, so you have to put s here. So 80. 80 means 80. 4 times 20 is your 80. Got it? So after 69, like from 70, it is bit complicated, so you have to memorize this one. Okay, 60 et 11, which is 71, then 12, 13, this counting will go on. And for 80 it is 4 times 20. So 4 is your quatre, 20 is your vingt, but in plural you have to write this. Okay, 81, so you have to write 80 first and then plus 1. Okay, so your 81, so 80 is your quatre vingt. So in this, if you have noticed, I have not put s because you don't have to write it. So for 80 only you have to make it into plural. Okay, quatre vingt with s. Okay, vingt with s will be your 80 in 80 only. But when you are writing 81, you don't have to put s. So quatre vingt, and then one more change is there. You don't have to write et. Don't write et after 81 onwards. Okay, so quatre vingt and then 1 is your so quatre vingt okay, quatre vingt the, so on it will continue. So quatre vingt 81, quatre vingt deux, quatre vingt trois, quatre vingt quatre vingt cinq, quatre vingt six, quatre vingt sept, quatre vingt huit, quatre vingt neuf, and then for 90 will be your 80 plus 10. Okay, so your 80 is quatre vingt and 10 is your these. So quatre vingt, these is your 90. Okay, quatre vingt, these. So after these it will be ons. Okay, so continue writing quatre vingt and then ons. So it will be your 91. Got it? 80 plus 11 will be your 91. Okay, so don't write quatre vingt these then okay, for 91 you cannot write quatre vingt these and it will be wrong. So it will be quatre vingt ons. Again you don't have to write et, you don't have to mention et, that means and you have to mention in 21, 31, 41, 51, 61 and 71. Okay, only in these numbers. Okay, so for 91 it is quatre vingt ons, 92 is your quatre vingt douze, quatre vingt treize, quatre vingt quatorze, 94, quatre vingt quinze, then quatre vingt seize, 96, quatre vingt dix-sept, okay, it's a fixed one, so 80 plus 17, okay, it is your 97, quatre vingt dix-huit, quatre vingt dix-neuf, and for 100 it is son. Okay, normal son is your 100. Okay, got it? So this is your clock. Quelle heure est-elle? It means what time is it? So it's a normal looking clock. Okay, like in maths we do 5, 10, 15, 20. So same ways in French it is 5, 10, एक quart is 15, your 15. Okay, then 20, 25, half past. Okay, half past is your et demi or 30. Okay, then it's 35, but here it is written moins 25. So what is 35? It is 25 less than 25 is your 35, then 20 less, then moins la quart, it is quarter to. This is quarter past, this is quarter to. Okay, होने वाला है time अभी, it's still 15 minutes are there. Okay, then less than 10, then less than 5, or you can also write 55. Okay, which is 55. Okay, so this is 55, this is 50, which is 50, moins la quart or 45. Okay, this is your 40, this is your 35. Okay, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay, and then comes your midi. So your midi is afternoon. This is your afternoon. Okay, Okay, so that's it for today. We'll continue with time in the next video. So till then, bonjour et au revoir.